according to the calendar, today is May 2nd, 2024. This month in this year is one that you can expect great changes and transformations, particularly in romantic relationships, finances, and stability. So make sure that you're paying attention to those areas. You'll see things coming together after what may have seen or even been in a place where they were falling apart. That is a major part of the power of this energy, which is the power to transform something from one state to another. So folks, hold on to your wigs. Now May is the 5th month, and numerologically, this is an 8 year. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. Now 5 is the number of digits or fingers and toes that the average human has on each hand and on each foot. 5 is also the number of generally recognized ordinary senses of a human. From an astrological perspective, the 5th house is associated with the Leo zodiac and the heart chakra. The heart is one of the first things to develop in a baby forming in its mother's womb. And the heart space is where your manifestations begin as well. The 5th house is the house of children, creativity, pleasure, romance, good fortune, and sex. And so if you are familiar with the tarot, the 5 card in the major arcana is the Hierophant, which I see as someone with great wisdom. Now, when I look at the 8, I see balance. I see the universal law of as above, so below. I see infinite. The 8th house in astrology is associated with Scorpio, which corresponds with the sacral chakra, the reproductive system, fertility, and the creative life force energy. The 8th astrological house deals with things like death, taxes, and other people's money, and transformation. In the tarot, the 8th card in the major arcana is the Strength card, and that is typically associated also with the Leo zodiac. Now, what does all of this mean, and why am I telling you this? Well, in the beginning of the year, I began to notice a theme, which was the number 58. So, for example, the Super Bowl this year was the 58th Super Bowl. And in my personal life, I was invited to attend the 58th Supreme Court swearing in. And I noticed repeatedly that this number was a theme. And then today, I noticed that there is a new moon. Well, I knew that there was a new moon, but there is a new moon next week on May 8th. It's actually, depending on where you're reading and where you get the information, it's either on May 7th at 11:22 p.m. going into May 8th or on May 8th. But either way, it's that window of time. And it's a new moon, which I believe to be in either Taurus or its sister sign of Scorpio. Now, we've already discussed Scorpio, but Taurus deals with what I refer to as the true value of someone or something. And Taurian energy is feminine earth energy that helps us to make our visions real in this phi-based or physical-based, in the physical-based reality. Now, in the false matrix, the feminine energy of Taurus, which is an earth sign, and Scorpio, which is a water sign, in particular, were distorted and used as energetic portals to manifest realities that were not beneficial for most people, including those whose energy was being used. Now is the time where the feminine energy has been restored to its true divine nature, divine blueprint, and value. And as such, this has those who've been misusing this energy shook. The 5 and the 8 creates a 13 frequency or vibration, which helps us to transform from one state to another, from fear to love, from poverty consciousness to an abundance mindset, from a state of lack to a state of prosperity, and whatever else you can think of and bring forth. Now, together they make the 13. And the 13 is a number that is power on full. And so, for these reasons, it has been feared by some, revered by others, but misunderstood by most. Because the powers that were know that when the One, or Neo, and the Trinity come together, it creates a glitch in the matrix and the whole world changes, clearing out the old foundation that was built on being broke and broken, and ushering in a new beginning based on a stable foundation. So if you are listening to this, and if this resonates with you, congratulations. You deserve what's coming to you. And it is beautiful, and it is brilliant, and it is powerful. Ashe. To purchase any of our products, go to www.consciouscreations.live.